There are messages not meant for everyone. They are not written in books, not shouted to the public, not broadcast across the world for all to hear. They are quiet, hidden in the background of life, carried gently through moments of intuition, déjà vu, or the strange pull you feel in your chest when something important is about to happen. These messages wait in silence, watching and listening, searching for the right moment and the right person. And if you're here, listening to this right now, then understand this clearly. This is not a coincidence. You were not drawn to this video by chance, by randomness, or by accident. Something has led you here, something that has been trying to reach you for a long time. Life has a way of circling around us, sending signs we often fail to recognize. Sometimes they come through the people we meet unexpectedly, sometimes through the challenges that push us to the edge, sometimes through the questions that keep appearing in our thoughts, even when we try to ignore them. These signs repeat themselves over and over until one day we finally stop, look around, and realize that they were never random. They were guiding us, calling us, preparing us. And for some individuals, these signs appear far more intensely than for others. They follow you, they tug at you, they whisper in ways you can't fully explain. This is how life communicates with those who are marked by destiny, those who carry a weight, a purpose, or a fire that refuses to die. These individuals are not ordinary. They are the ones who are chosen. The chosen one is not a hero from legend or a figure from myth. The chosen one is the person who feels deeply even when they try to hide it. The one who senses things others overlook. The one who endures trials that seem unfairly heavy but somehow always survives. The one who keeps getting up, no matter how many times life tries to break them. If this feels familiar to you, then pay very close attention, because what you are hearing is not entertainment. This is a message meant for the person who has spent years feeling different without understanding why. A message for the soul that has been waiting for a sign that everything they've been sensing is real. A message you were never supposed to ignore. This message was forgotten by many, lost in the noise of daily life, buried under expectations, doubts, responsibilities, and fear. It has been overlooked, dismissed, and silenced. But a message like this never disappears. It waits. It remains patient until the moment comes when the right individual is ready to receive it. And today, that individual is you. It found you not because you were searching for it, but because you were ready for it. Ready in a way you may not realize yet. Ready to awaken to a truth that has been calling from within you long before this moment. So as you listen, let go of distractions. Let go of the voice in your mind that questions everything too quickly. Let go of the part of you that has been conditioned to doubt your own power. Instead, allow yourself to be present. Feel the pull that brought you here. Feel the weight of the moment settling in your chest. Because everything you're about to hear is meant for you and only you. And once you hear it, you will not be the same. If you feel this message is speaking directly to you, make sure to like and share this video and subscribe for more awakening content, because this is only the beginning of your journey. From the moment we enter this world, each of us begins a journey shaped by forces we can't fully see or understand. Some people walk a path that blends seamlessly into the patterns of the world around them, experiencing the familiar rhythms of life with little disruption or deviation. But others, a select few, sense something different from the very beginning, something subtle but undeniable, a feeling that sets them apart. If you look back on your life, you might notice that this sense has always been with you, like a quiet echo following you through the years. Perhaps you felt misunderstood as a child, or maybe you never quite fit into the molds that other people seemed so comfortable with. While others blended easily into groups, you often found yourself standing slightly outside of them, observing more than participating, sensing more than speaking. You didn't feel broken or inferior, you simply felt different, as though the world you were born into wasn't exactly the one your soul remembered. This feeling of being different is not a flaw. It is one of the earliest signs of someone chosen for a greater purpose. Children who feel this way often grow into adults who carry the same intuitive knowing that they are somehow misaligned with the expectations around them. But the truth is that this misalignment is intentional. The chosen one is never shaped to fit the world. They are shaped to change it. The discomfort you felt growing up wasn't a mistake. It was an early indication that your path would not resemble anyone else's. While others walked straight lines, you were guided by something deeper, something invisible, something that pulled you toward experiences that would challenge, awaken, and refine you. Alongside this early sense of difference, you may also have noticed that your intuition has always been unusually strong. You might have felt the emotions of others as if they were your own, sensed danger before it appeared, recognized hidden motives within people, or known some truths without any logical explanation. Perhaps you could walk into a room and immediately feel the energy shift around you, detecting tension or calmness long before anyone said a word. This heightened sensitivity often leads chosen individuals to feel overwhelmed in environments others navigate effortlessly. But what feels overwhelming is actually a gift, a finely tuned inner compass designed to guide you toward your purpose. While intuition can be subtle, for those who are chosen, it becomes one of the most powerful tools, showing you what to trust, where to go, who to avoid, and when to act, even when logic disagrees. You may have spent much of your life doubting this inner voice, especially when the world taught you to rely solely on reason. Yet despite your attempts to ignore it, your intuition kept returning, stronger each time, until you could no longer deny its presence. Another sign that you may be the chosen one lies in the challenges you faced. You may have noticed that your hardships were never small or ordinary. While others faced difficulties that seemed manageable or temporary, your struggles often felt heavier, more complicated, and more deeply intertwined with your identity. You might have gone through experiences that tested your limits, emotional pain, betrayal, loss, isolation, or failures that struck at the core of who you believed yourself to be. And yet, despite the weight of these trials, despite the moments when everything felt overwhelming, you survived. Even when it felt like life was trying to break you, something inside refused to let you fall. This resilience, this strange ability to rise again after being pushed to the edge, is not something everyone possesses. It is the mark of someone who has been forged rather than broken. The chosen one is not chosen because life is easy for them. They are chosen because they survive what would crush others. Every challenge you faced was a shaping force, sculpting your inner strength, sharpening your awareness, and preparing you for a path that demands endurance. When you look back at the hardest chapters of your life, you may notice a pattern. Every time you thought you had reached your breaking point, something within you ignited. It might have been a sudden burst of clarity, a surge of courage, or a quiet whisper telling you to keep going. These moments of near collapse, combined with the strength to stand again, are some of the clearest signs that you were never meant to be ordinary. But perhaps one of the most remarkable signs is the way life seems to bring the right people to you at the right time. Think about the individuals who have appeared unexpectedly. Those who offered guidance, support, or wisdom exactly when you needed it most. Maybe you crossed paths with a mentor who said something that changed your direction. Maybe you met a stranger whose words stayed with you for years. Maybe someone you trusted appeared during a moment of deep confusion and helped you see the truth. These encounters may have felt random, but they were anything but. The universe communicates through people as much as through intuition or signs. When someone chosen begins drifting off their path or losing sight of their purpose, life intervenes, sending the right connection to nudge them forward again. Sometimes these individuals only stay for a brief moment, long enough to deliver a message or spark a shift within you. Other times they remain for a season, helping you grow until you are ready for the next stage of your development. And in rare cases, a chosen individual encounters someone who becomes a long-term companion on their journey, a person whose presence aligns with their destiny. Whether short or long, these encounters were always purposeful. They remind you that you are guided, watched over, and supported by forces beyond what you can see. If you reflect on all these signs, your lifelong sense of being different, your powerful intuition, the intense challenges you've overcome, the moments when you rose even after reaching your lowest point, and the timely appearance of meaningful people, you will begin to see a picture forming. These patterns were never coincidences. They were the natural orientation of someone destined for more. Chosen individuals are shaped differently because they are meant to carry different responsibilities, different strengths, and different truths. They are not meant to simply exist in the world. They are meant to impact it. You may not have always understood why your life felt heavier or more complicated than others. You may have questioned why you felt things so intensely, why you had to endure so much pain, or why you seemed to walk a path filled with signs and synchronicities others never noticed. But as you step into awareness now, everything begins to make sense. The things that once made you feel alone were never signs of weakness. They were evidence of preparation. Every challenge was meant to strengthen you. Every intuitive moment was meant to guide you. Every strange coincidence was meant to awaken you. Everything that made you feel different was actually proof that you were chosen. And now, as you hear these words, something in you recognizes the truth, not logically, but emotionally, spiritually, intuitively. You feel it in the same place where your intuition lives, in the same place where your resilience burns, in the same place where your deepest memories, fears, and hopes are stored. The part of you that always knew you were meant for something greater is stirring. That part of you understands that the signs were never meant to confuse you. They were meant to prepare you for the awakening unfolding within you right now. This is why you're here. This is why this message found you. And this is why your journey is only beginning. Now that you understand the signs, now that you've begun to recognize the patterns that have shaped your life, it's time to step deeper into the truth that has been waiting for you. The signs were only the beginning. They were meant to awaken something inside you, to stir the awareness that you are not just another soul passing through the world without purpose. You were shaped, guided, tested, and awakened because there is a message meant specifically for you. A message that you were never supposed to ignore. A message that has been following you through the shadows of your life, waiting for the exact moment when you would finally be ready to receive it. And that moment is now. The message is simple, but its impact is profound. You were born to create change. It does not matter whether that change alters the world on a grand scale or transforms just one life. What matters is that your existence carries weight. You are not here accidentally. You are not a random event of biology or circumstance. From the moment you took your first breath, the world shifted in ways you could not yet understand. Every path you walked, every struggle you endured, every connection you made, each of these moments contributed to the shaping of your influence, whether it is felt by thousands or only by the people closest to you. Change does not need to be loud to be powerful. Even a whisper can shift the direction of a soul. Even a small act of courage can ignite transformation in someone watching quietly from the sidelines. You have already created change, whether you realize it or not, and you are meant to continue doing so with intention, clarity, and purpose. The world needs your energy, something only you possess. No one else carries your exact combination of wounds, strengths, instincts, fears, wisdom, and light. No one has lived your story. No one has survived your battles. No one has learned your lessons. These experiences have created an energy within you that cannot be replicated. It is unique, and because it is unique, it is essential. There are people whose lives will only shift because of you. There are truths that only you can speak in the way others need to hear them. There are hearts that will only open because your energy resonates with theirs. There are paths that will only illuminate when you walk upon them. This is why you carry both sensitivity and resilience. This is why you have felt the weight of emotions so deeply. This is why you were pushed to your limits, but never allowed to fall completely. Your energy was not meant to break, it was meant to transform. And yet, throughout your life, you may have underestimated yourself. You may have believed that you were too small, too uncertain, too flawed, or too broken to matter. You may have felt that others were more prepared, more talented, or more worthy than you. But the truth is that you have been prepared for a long time, prepared through the very challenges that made you question your worth. Every time you doubted yourself, life gave you an experience that demanded strength. Every time you felt lost, life forced you to navigate darkness and sharpen your inner compass. Every time you felt unworthy, life placed someone before you who needed your empathy, guidance, or courage, even when you didn't believe you had enough to give. These were not random events, these were training grounds. You were being shaped, refined and forged for the work you are meant to do. This is why the message has finally reached you now. You are ready to hear what you were not ready to understand before. You are ready to step into a new version of yourself. You are ready to embrace the truth that has been whispering to you through your struggles. You are more powerful than you know. You have depth that others rarely see. You carry wounds that have turned into wisdom, and wisdom that is meant to be shared. You are standing at the threshold between who you were and who you are meant to become, and it is time, finally time, to take the step forward. It's time to stop running. You have spent years running from your own potential, from your own voice, from your own destiny. You have doubted your intuition, belittled your strengths, avoided your calling, and silenced the parts of you that were trying desperately to rise. You ran because rising felt overwhelming. You ran because standing in your own power felt dangerous. You ran because you feared judgment, failure, or responsibility. But you cannot run from what you are. You cannot outrun purpose. You cannot silence destiny. It will always find its way back to you, no matter how far you try to hide. And now, it has caught up. It's time to stop doubting yourself. The world has benefited from your humility, but now your humility has turned into a cage. You've convinced yourself that your light is too dim or too unimportant to matter, but that belief is a lie built from old wounds and outdated fears. Doubt has protected you in the past, but now it only limits your growth. Every moment you doubt yourself, you pause your destiny, and the world waits. But the world cannot wait forever. You have something to give, something to create, something to become. And that requires confidence, not arrogance, not perfection, but belief. Belief that your existence carries meaning. Belief that your steps matter. Belief that you are capable of more than you allow yourself to imagine. This message is your reminder. Step into who you were meant to be. Step into the strength you have pretended not to notice. Step into the intuition you have ignored. Step into the wisdom you have earned through pain and perseverance. Step into the leadership you were born with, even if you haven't yet used it. Step into the version of yourself that has been waiting behind the door of fear, doubt, and hesitation. You do not need permission. You do not need validation. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to begin. You are being called by life, by destiny, by the quiet truth within you, to finally take your role in the world seriously. The chosen one is not chosen for comfort, they are chosen for purpose. They feel deeply because their empathy is needed. They struggle because their strength must be earned. They stand alone because their path requires independence. They rise again and again because their resilience is part of their identity. You are not chosen because you are perfect. You are chosen because you can endure, because you can transform, because you can guide others through the very shadows you once walked through alone. And as you hear these words, something inside you knows they are true. You feel the shift. You feel the recognition. You feel the awakening of a part of you that has been asleep for far too long. It is not imagination. It is memory. The memory of who you are meant to become. The memory of a destiny that has always been waiting for you. The memory of a calling that will not disappear, no matter how deeply you try to bury it. You are here to create change. You are here to bring a light that the world desperately needs. You are here because your soul demanded it long before you understood what that meant. And now, the time has come to embrace the message that was never meant to be ignored. The time has come to rise. Now that the message has reached you, and now that you feel its truth resonating within you, the question becomes, what comes next? Understanding the signs is only the beginning, and awakening to the message is the spark. But a spark is not enough if it does not ignite action. The path ahead of you is not theoretical or symbolic. It is real, tangible, and waiting for your first step. The universe does not awaken someone without purpose, and it does not reveal destiny without expecting movement. You have been prepared, shaped, and strengthened for a reason. Everything you've felt, everything you've endured, everything you've learned has led to this moment where you decide how you will answer the call. And the next chapter of your journey begins with learning to trust your intuition. Your intuition has always been with you, whispering at the edges of your awareness, guiding you with a quiet certainty that logic could never fully explain. It was there when you avoided a harmful path without knowing why. It was there when you felt drawn to a certain decision even though it scared you. It was there when you sensed the truth behind someone's intentions before you had proof. This inner voice is not random, and it is not imaginary. It is your inner guidance system, the compass installed within you by something far greater than chance. Trusting your intuition means allowing yourself to acknowledge the wisdom that already lives inside you. It means honoring the feelings you cannot explain and the instincts that rise from your core. It means giving yourself permission to choose the path that feels right, not the one others expect of you. At first, trusting your intuition may feel risky or unfamiliar, especially if you've spent your life relying mostly on external validation. But once you begin listening to that inner voice consistently, you will find that it rarely leads you astray. It knows where you are meant to go, long before your mind understands why. Alongside intuition comes discipline, the force that transforms purpose into reality. Many people mistake discipline for rigidity, punishment, or restriction, but in truth, discipline is freedom. It is the structure that supports your growth, the foundation that allows you to rise without collapsing, the quiet commitment that keeps you moving even when motivation fades. Building discipline means choosing consistency over comfort, progress over procrastination, and growth over stagnation. It means creating habits that nourish your strength rather than drain it. The chosen one is not shaped through ease, but through effort. Your potential becomes powerful only when paired with discipline. Without it, even the brightest destiny remains dormant. With it, you become unstoppable. Discipline is not about perfection. It is about returning to your path again and again, no matter how many times you drift away. It is the act of showing up for yourself, day after day, even when the world demands your attention, even when doubt whispers in your mind, even when fear tries to distract you. Discipline is the promise you make to your future self, the vow that you will continue becoming who you are meant to be. But stepping into your path also requires something much more difficult: breaking away from toxic or limiting environments. This may be emotional, social, or even physical liberation. It might mean distancing yourself from relationships that drain you, beliefs that confine you, or spaces that suffocate your growth. It might mean walking away from people who expect you to remain the version of yourself that you have already outgrown. It might mean releasing the comfort of familiarity in exchange for the freedom of transformation. This is one of the greatest challenges for the chosen one, because chosen individuals often carry deep empathy and loyalty. You may feel responsible for others, afraid of hurting them, or reluctant to step into your power if it means leaving behind the people who shaped your past. But not everyone is meant to walk with you into your future. Some people were only chapters, not the entire book. Some environments were only lessons, not destinations. And some attachments were only temporary bridges meant to carry you across a moment in your life, not chains meant to hold you forever. The moment you free yourself from what restricts you, your path opens wider than ever before. As you move into this next stage of your journey, you will begin to feel drawn towards certain skills, interests, or callings, sometimes quietly, sometimes urgently. The things you feel magnetically pulled toward are not random. They are part of your purpose, the tools you are meant to develop, the gifts that will shape your influence in the world. You may feel called to create, to teach, to heal, to lead, to protect, to innovate, or to transform. You may discover talents you ignored because you once believed they were insignificant. You may feel pulled toward a passion that never made sense logically, but refuses to leave your heart. These callings are invitations from destiny. Trust them, nurture them, develop them with intention. Your purpose becomes clearer when you honor the things that light you up from within. Every skill you grow, every passion you explore, every step you take toward what feels meaningful strengthens your alignment with the path designed for you. The chosen one does not follow someone else's blueprint. You create your own by listening to your soul. And throughout this journey, challenges will continue to appear, not as punishments, but as essential components of your evolution. The chosen one does not rise through comfort. You rise through friction, through resistance, through experiences that push you past your perceived limits. These challenges are not obstacles meant to stop you, but catalysts meant to sharpen you. Each difficulty you face reveals something about your strength. Each setback teaches resilience. Each moment of uncertainty forces you to access deeper layers of your own power. Do not reject these challenges. Embrace them as part of your destiny. They are sculpting you into the version of yourself capable of fulfilling your purpose. Without them, you would not possess the clarity, compassion, or endurance required for your path. With them, you become a force that cannot be easily shaken. And so, as you stand now at the threshold of your destiny, you will realize that everything you have experienced, every sign, every message, every awakening, has led to this one truth. The path is yours. It will not always be easy. It may test your resolve, confront your fears, and demand that you shed old layers of yourself. It may require courage when you feel uncertain, strength when you feel tired, and trust when you feel lost. But despite the difficulties, this path is uniquely and undeniably yours. No one else can walk it. No one else can fulfill your role. No one else can become the version of yourself that you are destined to be. The world may not understand your journey, but it doesn't need to. Destiny is rarely visible to those who are not living it. What matters is that you feel it, you hear it, and you respond to it. The universe only reveals the path to those who are meant to walk it, and it has revealed it to you. Now it is time. The next steps belong to you alone. The path isn't easy, but it's yours, and only you can walk it. As we come to the end of this message, take a moment to recognize how far you've traveled in just this single journey. You began by acknowledging the signs, those subtle, powerful indicators that have followed you throughout your life, whispering that you were different, that your path carried intention, that there was meaning woven into every experience you've endured. Then, you stepped into the heart of the message, the truth that had been waiting for you all along, the reminder that you were born to create change, and that the world needs the unique energy only you possess. You felt the affirmation that your struggles were not proof of weakness, but proof of preparation, shaping you into someone capable of rising again and again. And from there, you walked into the final revelation, the path before you, the direction your destiny has been pointing toward, the steps that call for intuition, discipline, courage, growth, and a willingness to walk away from everything that diminishes your light. Now, as all those pieces come together, something inside you may be stirring, an emotion, a memory, a recognition deep within your chest. That feeling is not accidental, it is not random. It is the awakening of a truth that has lived inside you from the very beginning. If this video awakened something inside you, if it sparked a sense of clarity, purpose, or resonance, then understand this clearly. That is your confirmation. You are the chosen one of your own story. Not because you are perfect, not because you have everything figured out, but because you are the one who kept going when everything around you tried to stop you. You are the one who felt different and learned to carry it. You are the one who survived the storms that were meant to shape your strength. You are the one who listened to the whispers of intuition, even when doubt tried to silence it. You are the one who stands now at the intersection of who you were and who you are meant to become. And now you know the truth. The signs guided you. The message awakened you. The path is waiting for you. But more importantly, the moment has arrived. If this message reached you, if it found you here at this exact time in your life, then it means your time has finally come. You are no longer being prepared. You are being activated. This is the moment where destiny shifts from something distant into something real. This is the moment where you stop questioning your purpose and start living it. This is the moment your story begins to unfold in the way it was always meant to. So as you step out of this video and back into your life, carry this truth with you. Let it guide you. Let it strengthen you. Let it remind you of who you are whenever doubt tries to return. You were not chosen by accident. You were chosen because you have something within you that the world needs. And now, you are finally ready to step into the role that has been waiting for you. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more messages made for your journey. This is only the beginning, and the next chapter of your awakening starts now.